Honestly, if you missed yesterday's MLB action, you missed out on some serious fireworks. There were wild scores, heart-stopping finishes, pretty much everything a baseball fan could ask for. Where do you even start when almost every game felt like a highlight reel?
I was glued to my screen. It felt like every inning brought a new twist. Take the Braves and Nationals game. Atlanta just lit up the scoreboard. 11 runs. That's not just a win. It's almost like the Braves wanted to remind everyone they're a force in the league.
Exactly. The Braves lineup just kept coming at the Nationals. You could see Washington's pitchers scrambling to find answers, but the Atlanta bats didn't let up. It's that kind of offensive show that makes you wonder how anyone can shut them down when they're rolling like that.
And the Nationals, even though they put up 5 runs themselves, looked totally overwhelmed. Their bullpen, especially by the time the 8th inning rolled around, you could almost feel the exhaustion. It just goes to show, if you're not airtight on defense, the Braves will eat you alive.
It's wild how one game can spotlight both a team's ceiling and another's challenges. The Braves look like contenders. But the Nationals? They've got some real questions to answer about their pitching. But speaking of nail-biters, that Padres-Brewers matchup was a whole different kind of tense.
That game was such a roller coaster. The score might say 5-4, but you could feel the tension in every pitch. What really stood out was how the little things, a stolen base here, a key single there, totally changed the momentum.
Yeah, the Padres just kept finding ways to push runs across when it mattered most. Their late-game hitting was clutch, and you saw the Brewers miss just a couple of those big moments. It felt like both teams were waiting for one mistake.
And honestly, the Brewers had their chances. They were right there, but just couldn't get that one timely hit to flip the game. That's the thing about these close matchups. A single at-bat can shift the whole narrative. Those final innings had me on edge, felt like every pitch could be the decider.
Totally, the pressure in those moments is wild. It's what separates the teams that can dig deep and finish from the ones still trying to figure it out. That actually brings me to the Cardinals-Giants game, which was just as back and forth but with its own flavor of drama.
That one had me holding my breath. Both teams just kept coming at each other. The Cardinals especially, they'd fall behind, then claw their way back. It's like nobody wanted to give an inch, and the energy just kept building.
Exactly. It was a classic seesaw battle. The Giants had leads, the Cardinals answered right back. Even when Street Lewis' bullpen looked a little shaky, they managed to slam the door shut when it counted. You could feel the rivalry in every pitch.
It's those games where you see what grit really means. The Giants had their chances, but just couldn't land that final punch. You could tell how much the loss stung. They knew they let a win slip through their fingers.
Yeah, sometimes baseball's just brutal like that. A single play, a missed opportunity, and the whole outcome swings. But honestly, that's what makes these matchups unforgettable. Every game yesterday showed a different side of how thrilling and unforgiving baseball can be.